Okay, so this is about druidic beliefs. Now, I'm not going to do about the festivals yet, but I'm not actually going to do about the festivals because the festivals are universal festivals. That means they're done in nearly every pagan tradition. So there's no point doing them when I do then on the Wiccan series that I do the same thing over and over again. But let's see, what beliefs do they have, eh? They try to learn more about the world around them and themselves. You know, like, religion can awaken stuff that you don't find anywhere else. Particular religions, obviously, not just any religion, usually. But this can come into, like, nature spirits, it's basically nature itself. But there's also something else that a main belief is triplicity. And that means, like, well, the Celtic world is basically split up into three different parts of the world. So, you know, land, sea, and sky. Instead of just the middle world, the underworld, and the other world. That's not what it is. But the circle of the bread is the realm of the living and the dead. Circle of Gwenvid, or Gwenvid, I don't know, is the realm of the immortal beings. And as for the circle of Sugant, or Quant, is the realm of the one source, or God. Or, but in this case it can just be, you know, gods, not just God. But yeah, it's basically seen as the three different worlds, so that would be, you know, like, three different things. So the gods and goddesses, the humans, and the ancestors. They all share into these different worlds. Now, they also have a very different view on the afterlife, because some of them believe that it's reincarnation, so life, well, birth, death, and rebirth. And this can be like the dead reside in, well, there's another belief, and that's that they all go into the world known as Anowin, or the underworld, or they join the land of Guinevere. I don't know if this is like, you know, just like in Buddhism they have the time of enlightenment. I don't know if that's their version, but they're two different beliefs on the afterworld, afterlife. There is something else actually, and this is the Arwen symbol. Now, the Arwen symbol, or what it's actually called, Imvas. Well, no, that's what it's also called. But yeah, that is one of the mainstream beliefs, the symbol of Arwen. It's supposed to be like the flowing energy or divine inspiration in all things of nature. Now, the three dots are supposed to signify the positions of the sun throughout the year. You know, the spring equinox, the summer solstice, the fall equinox, and the winter solstice. The three rays are supposed to symbolize the paths of wisdom, knowledge, and inspiration. And as you could probably see, I'll show you again. This is something I've just guessed, is that they have a belief in a triple circle. So perhaps because they do normal circles, you know, like casting a circle, but they also do triple circles. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Maybe that's the triple circle. But they have a lot of things like that. But yeah, he's basically the energy, the flowing energy of it all. They have a lot of Celtic, you know, religious deities. The ones from Britain include an Ariane Rod, which is the Lady of the Silver Wheel, or the Goddess of the Stars. Gwydion or Gwydion, or it may be pronounced some other way, is the god of the sky, magic, and poetry. There's Loa Gwyths. I don't know if that's spelt right, but that's their son, you know, Arianrod and Gwydion's son. And he's basically like a hero god. The other children are Manawyddan, which is the god of the sea, Bran, which is god of war and guardian of the land, and Branwen, which is the goddess of love and death. Love and death, not love and death. There's also a few others, including Rhiannon, and that's actually the name of my cousin, which is kind of ironic, and that's supposed to be the horse goddess. There's Arwen, or Arwen, I don't know how it's pronounced, the god of the underworld, and Ceridwen, who is the corn goddess and the prophetess. There's also, when it comes to, and this is the Irish deities now, there's Dagda, which is the lord of knowledge, Morrigan, which is the triple goddess of war and death, and there's Angus Og, which is the god of love, but not joyous love, or not always joyous love, I mean. Lug, or Lu, is a shining god of many skills and the lord of light. Light, not flight. I said flight then. There's Brigid, or Brigid, which is another triple goddess. Manan Maclea, that is the sea god. Cromdub is a harvest goddess. Now, final gods are the Gaelic gods, or Gaelic, but it's Gaelic I call it. Essos, which is the god of trees and cranes. Tyrannus, or Tyrannus, the god of thunder. Teotetes, or something like that, is the warrior god. Sununus, well, people call him Sununus. There are other ways to call him, I just call him the horned god. But yeah, he's basically the horned fertility god of the animals in the woodlands. Then there also is Epona, which is the horse goddess. So they're the major deities. They also have like a certain connection to Stonehenge and stone circles like Newgrange and Avebury. That is a major part of their beliefs. You'll find that the average who go to Stonehenge is about 15,000 every year. And they're not all Druids, obviously, pagans go there too. So it comes on as a big thing. They have recognition for witches and sorceresses. Mainly ones like, well, some, were actually Druids and they were called witches or sorceresses. And some include like Merlin. Merlin's a sorcerer. But they have a lot of connection to them. What else do they like? They have their own theology. Well, they basically would call themselves animists, and that's for all of them mostly. Polytheists, pantheists, monotheists, or duotheists. Now, I'm saying all them because some are monotheistic and some are duotheistic, and some are obviously pantheists. So it can't be exact, so I'm naming them all. They also have a belief in the other world, and that would obviously be the gates of souls and all that. Death and rebirth is something. There's another actually 3 goals of a druid, another kind, and that's wisdom, creativity, and love. Instead of the others. Yeah, they've got quite a lot of beliefs on. Oh, that's another thing. The web of life and the illusion of separatism. Now, that is basically saying, no, the world is connected. it's not set apart like everybody thinks it is. You know, we're all connected, it's just we're all individual as well as that. Now, obviously, these are older Celtic and Druid beliefs, but I will come on to this again, so I thank you for watching my video. I hope you subscribe or like or tell me what you think. Obviously, I haven't named all the beliefs, I've just named the mainstream ones, because I can't name every single belief since I'm not Druid. And even when you are Druid, you can't name every single belief, because you talk to a Druid, or you talk to 1,000 Druids, you're going to get like 1,000 different answers. It's just how it is. Alright, so I say goodbye.